This is the easiest way to warm up your audience and increase the demand for your offer. Now, right now, trust levels are literally at an all-time low when it comes to info, like online courses, mentorships, maybe done for you, done with you offers, or any digital products. The point is that no one really trusts people selling info nowadays because they've just had such a bad taste left in their mouth when it comes to, these trading people and these drop shipping courses and just people renting stuff and flexing, and no one really knows who's real. And so trust is at an all-time low. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to utilize lead magnets to generate you more qualified leads, position you as more of an authority, increase your conversion rate, test for demand, and make your offer feel like the best upsell. Now, this chart right here shows the distrust, the neutral, and the trust across all of the different kind of industries. And we can see on social media, it is at an all-time low, and it is lower than every single other industry. People just don't trust people on social media nowadays. So this is just a chart kind of representing the general type of funnel for someone running an info product. And for this specific example, we're just going to go with someone who kind of runs like an SMMA info product. So showing you how to run an SMMA. So the first part would obviously be generating attention. So you have your boosted reel, which I'm very big on, maybe your retargeting ads, and your content marketing obviously on this side. Now on this end, we'll have like the CTA, maybe it'll be to follow. So if they follow you, then they'll directly go into your Instagram ecosystem. That's all like your nurture content, right? And as a side note, I would really suggest that you just build an Instagram ecosystem where you don't really care about how many views your videos get. You just literally make content that you know for a fact will be valuable to your ICP, that you know that they will resonate with. It's like exactly where you were, what you wanted them. Because I mean, with most cases in selling info, it's kind of like you're selling information to your past self. So just content that's like really, for a fact is going to change their life, and you don't really care how valuable it really is. Like if you're giving away too much value, you just want to be helping them out so much. And that is the Instagram ecosystem. Now let's say maybe you comment X, then once again, that Instagram ecosystem will inevitably lead into your lead magnets. Let's say, it's a story call to action, or even like a post call to action, or a comment call to action, even as we had in this instance, but it's always going to end up to your lead magnets. And we can see every single instance where we have part of the funnel lead to our Instagram ecosystem, they're inevitably going to get onto our lead magnet, because the Instagram ecosystem just works as a nurturing asset. It's like binge watching content and really making them like you and value and respect you, etc. Now on the content marketing side, you'll probably be making Instagram short form content, trying to go viral. You can then redistribute this on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, etc. Once again, the goal is to always lead it back to that Instagram ecosystem, because Instagram is the best platform on earth to get leads and then convert the leads all in one. Your Instagram stories will also lead to your lead magnet. That's exactly what I mentioned down here. Your lifestyle carousels will lead to your Instagram algorithm, along with your YouTube long form content like what I'm filming right now. It all leads to the Instagram, which will then lead to the lead magnet inevitably. And your lead magnet, of course, with this SMMA info product example, could be a live class. It could be like, the best cold calling softwares, a lead scraping sheet, 1 hour ads training, sales funnel guide, content marketing strategy framework. But it's always like centric around like this acquisition problem, that SMMAs have a problem acquiring clients. And then we really can begin to convert these people from the lead magnet into our main offer. We have the IG story sequence, to an appointment setter, to a VSL, to email marketing, to the webinar, to the sales pitch, whatever like your specific info offer is, right? This is a very specific one for like SMMA info, but whatever your info offer is, the whole goal is that we have these lead magnets, and then we have a conversion kind of flywheel system to upsell them into our main offer. You need to understand that people buy on the perceived value that they think they're going to achieve later. So right here we have traffic generators. So there's the content marketing, there's the ads, there's the outbound, which we went through later. That really gets the attention flowing, and then we can direct that attention from our Instagram ecosystem into the lead magnet or the freebie, which then of course flywheels into your offer. And that perceived value of the solution, that's like the inevitable. It's going to be so much higher because you can provide value for free here. This is the whole point. If you give them something for free, which is immensely valuable, it's like when you go to the ice cream store, for example, and they have like the test ice cream, like they give you a little spoon. It's like you get to try the flavor, and then if you like it, then you get upsold to like obviously the paid version of the ice cream. It's the exact same here. We give them a sample, which is just so good, so addictive, and so irresistible, that they know for a fact that they're going to want the bigger offer, they're going to want the entire solution, and they're going to convert. And this especially works if you're, for example, starting your info offer. Maybe you don't have amazing testimonials or results or followers, because then people literally have nothing to lose. They don't have to pay anything. So you don't really have to build up their trust so much with sales, which is kind of difficult. You just give them the free lead magnet and they can really say, okay, this guy does know what he's talking about. This guy can help me with my business, and now I want to work with him. The whole point of a lead magnet is not to solve their entire problem. Let's go back to our SMMA example from before, right? They have the entirety of the acquisition problem, but we don't have to solve that for them. We just have to give them the solution to one small aspect: sales funnel or lead scraping sheet or cold calling, right? We just give them the solution to one small aspect so they can trust our ability to solve the rest of it for them. And then you can quote unquote upsell your initial offer on like a sales call. And because you've actually gone ahead and given them that free lead magnet upfront, and they can see the value which you provide, and they can see the value which you can provide them if they were to actually join your paid services, they're going to be so much easier and so much more likely to convert on the call. You're not even going to have to sell to them. They're going to get on the call and they're going to be like, listen, like, what's in your program? Okay, cool. How much is it? Okay, cool. I want to buy it. And I know this because it happens to me, it happens to my clients, and it's even happened in a scenario where my mentor Frederick, I went through this exact same funnel. I consumed his lead magnets. I was like, wow, I absolutely love what this guy has to say, and I trust his ability in delivering me to my desired solution. I got on a call with him. It went for 10 minutes. I simply asked him, what's in the program? What are the results? And how much is it? And I joined. There was no objection handling or anything. And that's the power of warming leads with a good lead magnet. It literally makes them pre-sold. They're just going to buy. You don't need to sell them at all. Putting a lot of time into creating your lead magnet is going to have such an immense ROI in the future. Now, trust stands as a bridge between a stranger and a client/customer. So let's say we have this cold lead here. Trust is what's going to bring them into your actual client. Now, between this trust, there's all their objections. I don't know if it's for me, it's too expensive, I'm not going to be able to get results, I need to spike to my husband or wife or business partner. What if he's a scammer? All these things people do contemplate, and that all ties into our initial statistic in the beginning, which was people just don't trust people on social media now. And so with case studies, with valuable content, which kind of acts as like a top of funnel lead magnet, I guess you could call it, with your free course, your templates, your ebooks, your guide. These are all different types of lead magnets, your free community, your free trial, whatever. With this lead magnet, people are going to trust you more and more because the whole point is they get like a small hit of your service and your value which you can provide to them. So if you don't want to have, two, or sometimes when I started out my agency and I didn't have any of this, I had a 6-hour sales call just handling these objections, then you need to do lead magnets. You need to position your offer, messaging, funnel, and fulfillment in line with everything, because trust has to always be higher than uncertainty, otherwise you won't close. So provide more value on the front end. That means that they're going to be easy to close, they're going to be easy to work with, it's going to be easier to fulfill because you don't have to guarantee them anything because they already trust your ability to deliver results. You don't have to sign any contracts or anything, and that is going to lead to a longer lifetime value of the customer and more profit from the client. They're going to pay you more, they're going to last for longer, etc. Now, here's how to actually create an outstanding lead magnet. So a lead magnet, and I want you to really pay attention here, is a double-edged sword. Don't underestimate the importance of providing genuine value for free to make sure that you don't under-deliver on your lead magnet, because your lead magnet is like the first point of contact they have with the service or like the value which you could deliver to them. And so if that first point of contact is bad, then that's going to lose their trust, and they're going to be, look, maybe this guy doesn't know anything. Maybe if I paid him $5,000, his program would also be fluffed. There'd be no value in there. You just don't want to leave a bad taste in the mouth of the viewer. Avoid simply copying a Google Doc or Notion template or free training that you found, or getting ChatGPT to make your lead magnet. You need to literally make them worth $50 or $1,000, because the more value that you can provide up front, the better taste they get. It's like giving them the world's best ice cream sample. Of course they're going to convert, and of course they're going to buy. Now, this is how you can actually start a lead magnet with this simple flow chart. Which problem do you want to solve? So you write out all your problems. Let's say with the SMMA example, we have the client acquisition problem. Now let's go under the client acquisition problem. Maybe people that are doing cold calls and people are just hanging up on them. So maybe a tonality guide, or maybe they're trying to deliver for their clients, but they just aren't getting any results. That goes into the service delivery problem. There are problems that every single business has, and you just need to pick one, which, especially for your first lead magnet, should be very front of mind because that's going to be more important for them to consume. And then what I'd suggest you do is just continue creating lead magnets, perhaps weekly if possible, because then what you can do is just have this value stack of lead magnets to where people aren't really going to consume all of them. People are just going to consume maybe half of one, but they're just going to see, okay, he's offering me 12 lead magnets right here. This is so valuable. This is insane. I really want this. And it's going to get them into this kind of like shopping spree mood where they're just like, oh, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. I want to see what he can give me for a pay now. And then when they pay you, you're also going to get them fantastic results because they actually put money behind it. They put something of importance behind it. So of course they're going to go ahead and implement. Now, how can you solve this problem? What kind of packaging do you want it to be in? Alex Hormozi said it best. You want it to be in as many different forms as possible: video, audio, text, guide, ebook, everything. And make it fast and easy to consume and simple. People overcomplicate things, but people don't like overcomplicated things. The best things are always simple, and you need to make it super valuable to differentiate yourself from the rest of the market and make that next step convenient. Have like a flywheel into your next lead magnet. You can introduce another problem at the end. Let's say we go with the cold calling example and it's the problem of people just hanging up. Then you can say, now this guide is going to get you meetings booked. Here is how to, get on the closing call and close them, because you have this problem. You keep stuffing up your pitch, you can't handle objections, whatever. You need to have this objection handling ability to actually go ahead and close your clients. And then all of a sudden, you've kind of put them in a flywheel to your next lead magnet. Who knows if they'll consume it, but that perceived value that you have another lead magnet and that you've solved their first problem is going to become immensely valuable for you, and you can go ahead and close them. Now, as a side note, you need to have this like way of actually getting their information when you give away this information for free. Otherwise, it's completely useless. I usually suggest having some sort of landing page where they can input their phone number, their email, their Instagram username, whatever. And then you can have a setter hit them up and talk to them, or you can nurture them in an email list. There's a few different ways. Like we have email address, email list, copywriter, close, or like obviously within that, depending on your offer, it might be book, call, etc. DM me this on Instagram. So then we'll get them actually messaging us on Instagram. We can have a one-on-one convo with the setter. We can book the call and we can close them. Or if you're selling more low ticket, you can do like a free community. You can warm them up with the content within there. You can have like, maybe you can have like a one-to-one course almost to kind of upsell them to where they can actually speak to you, and then you can close them. But the point is that you just want to have a way to actually collect their information so that when they're satisfied with the immense value that you can provide them, then when you hit them up, they're much more likely to respond. And more importantly, you're not going to be like fighting them to get on a call with what it's like with the cold outbound. They're going to be wanting to get on a call with you. They're going to be viewing you as like their inspiration. Like they're going to be like if you get offered a call with, for example, Iman Ghazi, he's not going to be like trying to badger you for a call. Anyone big and prominent in the space, Alex Hormozi, whatever, he could just pitch the idea and you'd be like, yes, straight away, right? So we can do it, and we can do the exact same thing here when you're positioned as an authority to these people. Now, that is exactly how to create an outstanding lead magnet and the importance of doing so. I hope you found this video really valuable. This is one of those top of funnel lead magnets like we mentioned before with the content, and I hope it was kind of a valuable insight into what I could provide if you were to work with me. If you want to do that, then just message me on Instagram. We can jump on a call, whatever. But if not, go check out my other videos. Once again, I'll put you into that upsell system. There's more and more value. And overall, I just hope you enjoy and you find a lot of value from this. Thank you very much and have a good one.